Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, to the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel, to you I say Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. Yahweh Shai is the name of the Messiah, whom you people say Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai. Bahasham means in the name. Rakah Kodash is the Holy Spirit. Rakah, Spirit, Kodash, Holy. Yahweh Shai is the mediator. Okay? And the only way to the Father is through Yahweh Shai. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. This is going into the day of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai to come back to save the elect and also to destroy the wicked. It's going to be a very dreadful day, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of wasteness and desolation. So this is going into the day of Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is going into World War III. These different nations, these heathen nations, they're going to and just different nations in general, they're going to shoot missiles, nuclear missiles at America. And it says stubble. Stubble is like chaff. It's like the husk of the grains, which, you know, the stubble burns quickly. So these people going to be like stubble. They're going to be like chaff. Verse 2. Well, let's get a quick precept. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Right? This war is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? All right? By the nuclear missiles. It's Isaiah 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. So the Lord Yahweh was preparing. He's gathering these different nations and different troops in preparation for war. Okay? The Lord is he's for World War III. Okay? Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What land? America. America will be destroyed by the nuclear missiles and by the laser beams from the chariots. Okay, so let's read verse 4 again. The noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people. That's right, which these different, nations and their army, they're going to come against the land of Israel and Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, and it says like as a great people. All right, going into the missiles. Verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. This is part of the day of the Lord right here. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Right, which verse 5 talks about how they come from a far country. What's coming from a far country? The missiles, the ICBM missiles. By them being launched from their silos from these various nations to destroy the whole land, which is America. Okay? And it says, what? Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Yeah, they're going to be paralyzed with fear. Like the NLT says, it says, every arm is paralyzed with fear. Every heart melts. Right. They're going to be very fearful in that day. Okay. Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. It says pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. Yeah, distress and anguish. Okay, it's going to take hold of these people. And they're going to be shocked and afraid and paralyzed with fear. Verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. This is the day of the Lord. Okay? It's not a day of handing out cotton candies and chocolate and flowers. No. This is a day of darkness and gloominess. This is the prophet Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly. Right, hasteth, going into how it's coming quickly. And it says mighty man, dealing with the troops, the men that defend. All right, the military, the warriors. Right, they're going to cry bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of wrath, right? Anger, darkness, going into, bad times, fear, negativity, death. And it will be physically dark as well. Okay, darkness going into like a lack of hope. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakha Kodash, Shalom.